everyone! In today's video, which is the last video of the year, thank God, we're doing the best of 2020. I'm going to be telling you from all the 2020 releases which ones were my favorites. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so today I did a full face using all of the products that I'm gonna be talking about today because I love them individually. So I wanted to see how they work together, and I actually love this look and I love how they perform together. So that's a great thing for you to have in consideration whenever you discover something that becomes your favorite, that it goes well with everything else that you have in your makeup collection. So I'm going to start with, I'm gonna leave eyes last because I couldn't choose just one eyeshadow palette. I had like all of my favorite ones that I collected during the year. So I'm going to be talking about those last. But let's start with everything which is face, makeup, because those I just have a few. To prep the skin, I didn't choose anything in specific because for me, this is something that goes well depending on the type of skin you have. Maybe for me, something will work perfectly, but for you, it's going to be different. I rarely use primers on myself and even on clients. So I don't have any favorite primers or anything to prep the skin. So I'm going to go straight with foundations. And for foundations, I have 4 of my favorite ones from the year. So let's start with the one which is the Amore Full Coverage Foundation. This is the NARS Soft Matte Foundation. Remember, I have a video about trying all the viral makeup. So I'm going to link that video here. In that video, I tried this foundation. Even though it wasn't my actual color, like skin tone, I really enjoyed using the foundation. I really think that it's a great formulation, that it goes very well with combination skin. It really like gave me that semi-matte finish. It's not a full coverage foundation, but it's a very nice foundation. If you like matte foundations for everyday use, definitely check this one out. The next foundation I am really enjoying since I bought it was this one from Huda Beauty. This is the stick foundation, the Fudge Filter Skin Finish Stick Foundation from Huda Beauty. This foundation actually has a very buildable coverage. It's not a full coverage foundation either. But I really like the finish and how my skin looks with it. Right now, that's what I'm wearing. As you can see, it looks very natural. I have this makeup since 4:30, around that, and it's right now 7:25. Yeah, 7:25. And this is my skin. Like I have retouched very minimal, like the T-zone, but that's it. You still see like there is glow going through, and I really love it. So definitely check this one out. And it's not a very heavy stick foundation, because what happened with creams foundation is that you feel like you have a lot of makeup on, and this one doesn't give you that sense. The next foundation I really enjoy is this one from Kevyn Aucoin. This is the Stripped Nude Skin Tint. This is more like a tinter moisturizer or something like that. It gives you that type of finish. It's very liquid. This is perfect for those days that you don't want to wear a lot of makeup. And the reason why I love it is because it leaves the skin very glowy. It gives you that fresh, like you're not wearing any makeup type of feeling. I have tried in clients that have dry skin and they look amazing with it. It kind of plumps the skin and gives you that beautiful glow and fresh type of finish. So that's why I love it, and it became my favorite. I actually added to my professional kit because I love it so much. And the last one I have here, which is I think one of the best from the drugstore or the more affordable brands, is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation from ColourPop. This foundation is also great if you have dry skin, if you want to wear like a very light foundation during the day or for everyday use. This is great for that. It doesn't have much coverage. It's a very, very light coverage, but it's buildable. So if you want to apply a little bit more, maybe in the center of the face or something like that, you can do it. And they also have, which is very, very nice, the Pretty Fresh concealer. The concealer is also very, very nice. It's not my favorite from the year, but it's a very nice concealer that you can combine with the foundation. The next product I don't have any concealers that I really loved from everything that came out new this 2020, but from concealers, I do have favorite ones. My two most used this year were the Born This Way concealer and the Juvia's Place I Am Magic concealer. Those two concealers are beautiful. They actually work super nice with dry skin. Also, I have dry under eyes and they look amazing. They don't like break apart or separate or nothing like that. If you set them, they will last you the whole day, and I really, really love them. But they're not new from this year. They are actually concealers that have been around, but I wanted to let you guys know because I don't have any concealers to talk about right now. Let's move to bronzers. And for bronzing, this is not a new one from this year, but I discovered it this year. And this is the Fenty bronzer. It's called the Sunstalker bronzer. The color or shade I have is Island Thing. The reason why I love it is because it's very, very nice. It's very smooth. It's buildable. It has this very warm but not too red undertone that goes very nicely with everyone, like for every skin tone. And I love the formula. I really, really enjoy it. The next one is the Soul Body. This is a ColourPop sister brand, and this is called Face and Body Bronzing Balm. I really, really enjoyed this one a lot. You can see how big it is. It's gonna last you for a very long time. I love the way it actually works with your foundation and everything. It doesn't move around the foundation or anything like that, and you can actually use it with no foundation. Like, for example, I have done my makeup for every day and I have used only my concealer and then used this as a bronzer just to define a little bit my face, and it have worked perfectly. I love the smell. It's a very like Caribbean type of smell, but I really, really like it. It's super smooth. It's very nice. It's easy to work with. Cream bronzers can be intimidating for a lot of people because they tend to be very pigmented, but this one is very pigmented, but you can blend it super easy. So I really, really like the formula. The next product is also not new from 2020, but I tried it this 2020. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder. I have a mini version of the banana one. I also own the big one, but in another shade. I have it here. This is the cashew, and they work so nice. It's super finely milled. It gives you blurring effects when you apply it into the skin. It sets the makeup very well. I have set my makeup today using that powder, and I really, really love it. It has also fragrance, so if you are sensitive to fragrance, maybe you wouldn't love this makeup because it's a very strong fragrance, but it's not a bad one. I really, really enjoy it. And it's a very, very nice powder, and I really recommend it if you have textured skin because of that blurring effect that it gives. It really, really helps smooth out all the foundation and everything, and so your skin can look like it has a filter on. The next two products, actually. This for me was a super hit, which is the Rare Beauty Cream Blushes. The shade I have is Love. These are very, very pigmented, so you have to apply very minimal amount and it will give you like the perfect shade. I love the way they blend. You can apply them with your fingers, so you can use a sponge and apply it with the sponge. They have two finishes. One is more of a glowy one and the other one is matte. This one is the matte, the one I'm recommending. The reason why I'm recommending the matte is because I have combination skin, so I don't want to apply too much glow to my skin because I know my skin is going to glow by itself at some point during the day. I really love the formulation. I love that it is a cream product that has a lot of pigment that works with a lot of skin tones, and that's amazing. Like, I really love the way Selena worked on this, because this for me was a hit. From all of the products from the brand, I think this is one of the number ones. Like, from the top 5, this should be number 1. The next product I have here, and I've been using this palette so much lately, is the Kenya Ontiveros Beauty. This is the Blush and Shine Kit. This is how the palette looks like inside. You can see you have like deep tones. My skin tone is a little bit darker. That's why I chose these shades, and they work amazing. The way I use it is I combine, like for example, today I did Gemini and Shine. And what I do is I combine the both and apply them with a very fluffy brush like this one, and it works perfectly. It has so much pigment. The highlighter is actually very nice. Like you can see, it gives that wet effect and it's so beautiful. It leaves like your skin looking like you apply something in cream and it's not powder, which is something I really enjoy. And it's pigmented enough for you to build it up if you want something more dramatic, or if you want like a soft blush, it will give you that same effect. So I really like it, and the reason why I wanted to mention it is because it's also a Latin-owned brand, which for me is very important because I'm a Latina, and I really love that now Latinas are coming with these amazing products, and these indie brands are making a huge hit on the beauty community. Okay, let's talk about mascara now. And for mascara, I chose these two. This one, I recently tried it, but I really like it. This one, I got it with my Trend Mood bots, which I'm gonna leave you the video here. It was a takeover that Nabla did with Trend Mood, and this came in the box. This is the Major Pleasure Mascara. The only thing about this mascara, and that also applies with this one, but I'm gonna talk later about this one, is that this mascara is a little bit thick. So it's gonna be a little bit clumpy, but I love that type of looks. I love clumpy mascara, but if you don't like that, probably you won't enjoy this mascara, but it gives a beautiful volume. My lashes tend to look a little down, and this mascara helps them go up, like look up. And it's a very nice mascara. I really enjoy it. It's not a waterproof mascara, so make sure that you are not gonna be crying that day or that's not raining, so you can wear the mascara nicely and it's going to last you the whole day, because I have wear it for work or anything and it lasts me a long time. And this one is the Cosa The Big Clean Mascara. This is a new mascara actually. I really enjoy it too. This mascara is also very thick and it's going to give you a little clumps here and there. This is a clean mascara, like it's a clean formulation. So if you are sensitive to any type of ingredients, in specific in mascaras, this is going to be one that you're gonna love. It gives a lot of volume too. It helps with your lashes look very nice, and I really love the formula. It's very nice. The next product, it doesn't have the name, but I know the name, is the Billion Dollar Brows, the Universal Brow Pencil. This is not a new product either, but I use this brow pencil. That's why the name is erased, because I use it every single day. This is a universal shade, and the reason why I find it very interesting is that I have dark skin, I'm not fair, and it shows very nice. Like, It gives me the right shade, like even with my hair color and everything. And I love that I don't have to, you know, search for the right tones, because that's another thing that I've seen, or I have problems with brands sometimes. I'm generally a medium dark or medium brown or things like that. But some brands, like the medium brown, is very red, or the medium brown is very pigmented and it looks almost like black. So with this one, I don't have that issue. That's why I use it every single day, and it's super convenient. So that's why I wanted to talk about it, because if you have issues with finding the right tone with your brows, check them out. You're gonna love them. The next product I'm going to be talking about are the lips. And I'm going to start with these babies here. These are the Juvia's Place lipsticks, and they came out with two different collections. The formula is the same, it's a matte lipstick. I have today the nude collection, and the color I wore today is the muted. But they also came out for the holiday with a red collection, which is this one. And I'm going to put here a picture of me wearing this lipstick for Christmas Eve. And it's beautiful. I love it. I love how comfortable they are. Even though they're a matte finish, or they have a matte finish, they don't feel dry in your lips. They're super creamy. They have a great pigmentation, and they last you a very long time. For example, I wore the red one, like I told you, on Christmas Eve, and I was drinking my wine and all that, and it lasts me a long time. And for lip pencils, I'm going to recommend you this one. I'm not sure when Lamar Cosmetics came out with this liner. This is the Coqueta liner. I don't know if it was this year or last year. I think it was last year, so this might not be a new one. But I did try, or started using it this year, and I really love how pigmented and how easy they are to apply. They're super creamy. You can use this in your eyes if you want. Sometimes if I'm doing a brown smoky eye, or I want a brown liner or something like that, I use the Coqueta liner, and it's amazing. It's super creamy. It doesn't move, so if you use it in your eyes, it's not gonna move like everywhere, and it's super nice. I have these two today, which is the Juvia's Place in the shade Muted, and I have the Coqueta liner today. That's a combo I have right now in my lips, and I love it. I really love these two. And something, or a brand I discovered recently, was Glamlight. I've been buying from Glamlight the foodie boxes, and I've been enjoying a lot of their products. A product that, if the brand has it like nail, for me is super nice, because I love glosses, and Glamlight has these amazing glosses that they smell like food. This one in specific is the hot chocolate one, and it smells like chocolate, like straight chocolate, and they feel amazing on the lips. They don't move, they give you a beautiful shine, and they're super comfortable. You don't feel your lips sticking together, nothing like that. So definitely check them out. This is also a Latina-owned brand, so make sure that you go and check them out. I really enjoy their lip products, and I know you're gonna enjoy the rest of their products because they are amazing too. Okay, now we're moving to the best part, which is eyes. And I'm going to start with the brands that are a little bit more expensive, in case that you want to indulge in these brands, so you know which ones are my favorite and the reason why they are my favorite. So let's start with Natasha Denona. Natasha Denona came out with this palette this year, which is the bronze palette, and I think it has been my favorite palette of all times. I think it's super well done. It has amazing colors for you to use every day. It has a great formula right now. That's what I'm wearing. This complete look has been done with this palette, everything. You can do something more dramatic, or you can do something super nice for everyday use. It's a very well thought palette, and I think if you are into neutrals, this is a palette that you should have in your collection, definitely. The next palette I'm going to talk about is this one from Huda Beauty. This is the Naughty Nude by Huda. This palette for me is just gorgeous. It's a beautiful palette. It has a great combination also of wine tones that you can use for every day also, but you can use you can do very dramatic looks with it too. So it's a very nice palette. Also is very skin tone friendly, because my issue with her previous nude palette was that I felt that the shades weren't dark enough, and it's not gonna be as friendly for everyone as this one. I think this palette can be for everyone, for fair skins to very, very dark skins. So for me, from Huda, that's my favorite one. And the very last palette from all of these expensive brands is this one. This palette is a little bit controversial because I know that 75% of all of the shades that are here are shades that Pat McGrath already created and that she has in previous collections. This is the Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette. But for me, for example, I don't own any of the collections that she took all of these shades from. So for me, it was a hit because it gave me the opportunity to play with all of these shades and have everything in just one palette. She actually only created 3 or 6, which is these 2 middle rows are actually new shades, but the rest are shades that are already in her makeup line. I really, really enjoy this palette. The pigments and the finishes of the shades, the whole palette itself is beautiful. And with Pat McGrath, you're not gonna have any issues with quality or nothing like that because it's there. The price was, I think the price was right for the type of product that you're getting, even though you're not getting new ones or the whole thing is not new shades. But I really, really like it. I think if you don't own anything or all these shades before, this is going to be the best investment. Okay, from brands that are a little bit more into the mid-range prices, I have 3 palettes. And the palettes I have here, the very first one I'm going to talk about is Alamar Cosmetics, and this is the Spanglish palette. The reason why I chose this one as one of my favorites is because I love the color story. I'm a purple lover, so that's why I really, really love the whole combination. I think it was very nice that the name of the shades are things that Hispanic people say all the time. So it was for me very cool. I love the packaging. The formula is very, very nice. Is super creamy. They feel like the Super Shock shadows, but they're a little bit more powdery, but not that powdery. They're not gonna be pigmented enough. They're super, super nice, super smooth, easy to work. They're super easy to blend, and I think it's a beautiful palette to also have if you're a purple lover like I am. That's a palette that you should get, definitely. The next palette is the Stone Cold Thoughts palette by ColourPop. This palette for me is a dream palette for people that have a lot of wedding clients or events or things like that. This is a palette that you should get and have in your collection. It has a lot of gray, cool tones, but it also have some of the warm tones that you can mix and match and create a beautiful look. It has all the tones that you can use day or night. Even if you are not a makeup artist, but you are a person that enjoys cool tones, this is a palette that you're gonna enjoy a lot. The pigmentation is there. The formula is very nice. You're not gonna have any issues with blending or anything like that. It's beautiful. For me, it was a very, very well thought palette. And next one is this one from Morphe. This is their holiday collection, and I have a tutorial reviewing the holiday collection. I'm going to link it here or in the description box. You're gonna have it there too. This is the 35XO palette. And this is how it looks like inside. It's super nice. It's beautiful. I think this is a gorgeous palette if you're a pinky lover or a person that loves those reds and wine colors and some purples, like mauve type of tones. It's excellent. The pigmentation is beautiful. I don't have any issues with that. I have used it already after I did that tutorial. I used it like 2 or 3 times more, and it's a beautiful palette. It has great color combination. You can do from day to night too, and it's a very romantic. I feel like it's a very romantic type of vibe. Like it's going to be perfect for Valentine's Day or if you have a date. It's a great palette. It's a beautiful girly type of palette. And lastly, if you love color, definitely check this palette out. This is the Glam Light Ice Cream palette, and see how beautiful this is. This palette is amazing. I love the color story. I love the combination. I love the names of the shades are beautiful. I love how you can have different tones. You have your rainbow colors, but you have also these 2 rows here that you can do a natural or everyday look. And then if you want to have like a pop of color, you have all of these pastels and rainbowy type of colors. So it's beautiful. I really love the palette. It's very pigmented too. It's very smooth. It's easy to work. Sometimes when you're working with colors, it's a little bit difficult to get that pigmentation or saturation in the colors so they can look or blend easy. I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes color in general will give you a little bit more time to work it out so the look looks smooth and looks nice. So this palette is a very nice palette. Like it's not gonna give you that issue at all. Everything looks perfectly. They blend to each other very nice. So definitely check them out. They have more colorful palettes that you probably will enjoy, so go ahead. But this one, the ice cream one, is for me my favorite because I love those pastel colors that it has. And lastly, there were 2 collections that I really enjoyed from influencers that I think these 2 collections were a very nice hit to the beauty community. And I wish they were permanent, but they're not. One of them is already sold out, so you're not gonna find it. But if you have it, I really want to congratulate you because this is a very nice palette. This is the e.l.f. by J. Kisa. This is a very nice palette. It's a rainbow palette, so if you love color like I do, you're going to enjoy this palette so much. It has all of the colors that you need to make a rainbow look. Or this is a very great palette if you are a makeup artist. This is a great palette to have as a complementary palette because you never know when you're gonna be needing anything, like any of these colors. So this is a very nice palette. The pigmentation is great. Like I was very impressed because e.l.f. Cosmetics is not like they don't have good palettes or good pigments, but this one feels different. This one feels like a high-end palette. It's that beautiful, it's that pigmented, and it's a very nice palette. I'm super happy that I bought it because I have used it already a couple of times and it doesn't disappoint. And the next one, which is one of my favorite ones, is the Nikki Tutorial palette by Beauty Bay. This palette is just beautiful. I think all of the colors here make a beautiful color story. You have your colors to maybe create like a look with a pop of color, or you have all of your shades for an everyday look. So it's a very nice palette also to have. Beauty Bay has also created other palettes that have become favorites of a lot of people because I don't know if they changed the formula or maybe they weren't that known, and now that people discover them is that we are all enjoying the formula. But I really love this palette and I really think that they should have this permanent because I really love the combination of colors and everything in here. And the last product I want to talk about is lashes. I know a lot of you enjoy lashes, so my two favorite that I tried this year are the Beauty Creation lashes. I have here a pair, but they're not all like this. They have different styles, they have different materials that they do them with. This one are the 3D Fats Mink lashes, and I really love them. They're super wispy. They have different type of length. If you love those dramatic and, you know, that type of lashes that touches your brows, they have those. And they have more naturals, and I just love the way they apply super easy. Even though they have a thick band, they apply super easy, and you're gonna enjoy them. They're very nice. For example, the very first pair I tried, I wore them, I think like 4 times, and they were looking perfect. That's something to have in mind also. And this one is from Saki Cosmetics, which is a friend of mine that have her own lash brand. These lashes are the one that I'm wearing today. This style is called Guilty Pleasure. And I just love how easy also they are to put on. They feel very nicely, they're not heavy. They feel like they're real hair, and they feel super nice to the lash. You don't have to even cut them. They are super well shaped and everything. So for me, those two brands, they make the best lashes that I have tried in 2020. And that's it, guys. These are all the products that I really enjoyed and kept using during 2020. I hope in 2021 we can discover some more, and maybe new brands come out and create more innovative and different and fun makeup that we can try during this 2021. As of now, this is it. And for this part, I wanted to invite my husband, who is in charge of almost 80% of what you see. And I wanted to first say thank you, because without him, I wouldn't have everything I have here. And he is a huge part of any success that I get. So I am super grateful for him. And thank you. Thank you guys for watching my videos, for being there, for being a fan, for subscribing and commenting, everything that I see. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you
next
on 2020
year with more of my tutorials.
Yeah, more of his tutorials, because he's gonna be a beauty influencer now. A beauty guru.
Nah.
Enjoy your New Year's Eve, and I see you tomorrow with the haul. Bye.
Yo.